Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we are here for a reading about your person. I felt called last second to grab this deck, you guys, because I want to see like how your person views you as a person, okay? So not necessarily as a lover or potential lover, but like what do they really think about you? What characteristics do they see in you from their viewpoint, from their perspective? And then after that, we will get into the tarot where I get a little more specific with specific thoughts and feelings aside from the archetypes. You guys, I do this theme on my pop-up readings a lot, so if you haven't gotten a chance to check out any of my pop-up readings, I have a whole playlist dedicated to that on the channel, and you're welcome to scroll through and see if any of them resonate or stand out to you. This is meant to be a timeless reading, so if it found you, there will be some messages here for you today. And it's also for all zodiac signs. So getting started with how your person views you as a person, we have the comic coming out right away, as well as the maiden. That's an interesting combo. I'm going to get one more card. Ooh, we have the shadow. I'm actually going to get one more. I'm feeling called to do 4. There we go. Okay. So this person feels this like attachment to you. They feel like it's almost like they feel like you're almost like this connecting fiber to a different realm in a lot of ways. Like you're connecting them to something brand new. So maybe you met this person after they went through a really difficult time in their life, and it's almost like they feel like you are connecting them to their hope on the horizon, to a new world, to a more beautiful reality. And it's almost like they view you as this thread, as this fiber that's connecting them there. So maybe they believe in soul connections or soul ties or something like that, and they identify that in your connection, but they view you as like this important connector, this catalyst in a way to this newer reality that they have wanted. At the same time, they view you with this dualistic nature where maybe there's a dark side to you that this person picks up on that is quite different than your lighter side, okay? It's interesting because the maiden archetype talks about like newness. It is a person who is very innocent, lighthearted, carefree, maybe is almost like a little bit inexperienced in the world. So it could be that maybe your person views you as somebody who's a little naive. I don't want to say you're immature, but maybe they feel like you're experiencing the world for the first time, which is kind of bizarre. They view you as somebody who's like innocent and inexperienced, but in a good way. Like this person just views this natural glow to you where you're very innocent. Maybe you're the type of person who's overly optimistic and you always want to see the bright side in things. And this person kind of sometimes wants to look at you and be like, okay, like, you have to understand this is the real world and it's not a fairy tale, sweetheart. Like, I don't know why that's channeling through, but this person sometimes I feel like wants to, it's like they want you to have that reality check, but at the same time, they're like, okay, well, I don't want to ruin your innocence. They almost view you as like a very fairy-like type person. So maybe you do like daydream a lot. You're a very lighthearted individual. There's nothing wrong with that. If I'm being honest with you, I see a lot of those characteristics in myself where I'm very carefree, I'm lighthearted, and I like to hope for the best, but I also have that side of me where it's like, yes, this is the real world and we have to be practical here. And not everything is sunshine and rainbows, but I don't know why. Your person seems to view you as somebody who is overall just very lighthearted, maybe a little bit naive and innocent, but at the same time, they see that you have a dark side to you. And it comes out sometimes, and I think your person's a little intimidated by that, where maybe it's a little dualistic to them, where one minute you're very bubbly and bright and happy-go-lucky, carefree, optimistic, and then the next minute there's like a darker side to you that comes out, and your person is like, whoa, that's way different than who you are most of the time. So I don't know. I don't think they're too intimidated by it, but it's interesting and they notice that about you. And then the first card we had coming out is the comic. So maybe you're just very funny. Your person finds you to be quite entertaining. Another note from that archetype is like dark humor. So maybe you have been through a lot of difficult times in your life, but you're the type of person who likes to crack jokes about that. So like if you've been through a difficult time, like let's say you get in like a minor car accident and you're fine, but your car is totally screwed, you might be the type of person that makes a joke about it. Even though it's a serious situation and it's going to cost you a lot of money, you might be the type of person that just cracks a joke and just tries to play it off as something that doesn't bother you. That's an example that I'm getting. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you just like want to make light of even difficult situations. And in general, I think that you're humorous to this person. Maybe literally because you like to crack jokes, but also it could be just like your personality is so goofy to them that they're entertained by you. Okay. Let's get more specific now. We're going to pull cards on their overall thoughts and feelings about you. That was the Queen of Cups that we had come out first. We also have the King of Wands. So first of all, your person finds you to be super charming, super charismatic. Also, they see this deeply like warm, loving, and intuitive side to you. So you're quite the charmer to this person if you didn't know that. I feel like they feel a lot of chemistry between the two of you, physically and energetically. Like this person is kind of like a moth to the flame towards you. Hold on a second, because let's get a couple more out. Whoa. Talk to me about this person's overall thoughts and feelings about the viewer, please. Wow, okay. That was the Four of Cups. And then we also have Judgment coming out. Let's get a couple more. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna give one more. One more, I promise. Whew. The Five of Cups. Okay, so this person is like still really hurting. This has been like dominating my collective messages recently, where we have individuals I'm reading on that have like fears. They have a lot of wounds and issues concerning like self-worth. So I think that your person is struggling with that a little bit, but they're trying to move past that energy. I see that they have a really high viewpoint on you. Like they view you as somebody who, even though in a way they view you as somebody who's a little bit innocent and naive, it's almost like they feel like you kind of know what you're doing, like you have it all together. I wouldn't be surprised if you're very successful. You could be a business owner or an entrepreneur or just a little bit wealthy. Maybe you make more money than them, so they kind of feel like, uh-oh, what if I'm not good enough for this situation? They sort of view you as somebody who has it all together. You're stable, you're grounded. Yes, you're a little bit naive in their eyes, and lighthearted, happy-go-lucky, but you're also very grounded and practical. And I think that they view you as somebody who's wise beyond your years. Like you've been through hard times in your life, but you've learned from those experiences and you're determined to like level things out and keep moving forward. They're very impressed by you. And I also believe that the universe has been giving them signs about you. Lots of signs and synchronicities. Maybe that's new for them. Maybe they've never had that happen before, where like they keep seeing repeating numbers like your birthday or angel numbers, and they've never taken note of that before, or certain songs or like quotes or messages keep appearing that they relate to you. And so I feel like they're getting a lot of messages from the universe right now about you and your connection, but that's new to them and they're not quite sure what to think of that. And it's kind of like testing their own limits. It's testing their self-confidence, maybe forcing them to use their intuition more. And they feel like you have like a leg up on them a little bit. Like you might be a little bit more advanced than them in a lot of ways, but they're still gonna try. We're reading on their intentions now, like what's coming from them next. That was the Page of Wands. They want to initiate something with you. They might want to have a conversation about this, okay? They might want to have a conversation with you about the signs that they've been seeing and maybe get your input, yeah. This is the Hierophant in this card. I wouldn't be shocked if you consider yourself to be very spiritual. You could also be like a tarot reader or a psychic or something like that. I don't even know. Maybe you just meditate a lot, or you feel very close to the divine. You could spend a lot of time in prayer or meditation. And I think that you have brought this person some insight as to like seeing the world differently, especially if they were very religious, or if they weren't open-minded to certain metaphysical or spiritual concepts before meeting you. They kind of view you as a teacher or a guide in a lot of ways in that world. And I think they want to initiate a conversation about that with you. Like the next time they talk to you, they might say, hey, I've been seeing 333 all day long, and it's crazy. Everywhere I go, I see this number, and it's been happening all day on license plates, on billboards, on phone numbers, on addresses, on my phone, you know what I mean? And they might want to just like talk to you about that and say, hey, I remember you bringing this up in conversation once upon a time. What's happening here? What can you tell me about this? And that was the Fool, by the way. So I think they want to talk to you about that, especially if this person was closed-minded to those things before 11/11. And I thought that was the Four of Wands. That's why I had to look at it while I said 11/11, but it wasn't. But anyway, you guys, they might want to like open up that door and start talking to you about those things more often. It's interesting. Okay. Oh, the Three of Wands did want to come out. That's interesting. Yeah, they want a new beginning for the future here for sure. I think they're looking towards the future and opening up a new chapter in this connection. Maybe one that involves like a deeper level of connection between the two of you, especially if this person is starting to wake up to the fact that there might be something fated to this connection. And I don't think they saw that coming before. Like, I really don't think this person believed in soul connections or soul contracts before meeting you, but universe has been like sending them signs. Their divine team has been like putting it in their face so they can't deny it anymore. And I think this person is getting ready to open up to you about that and maybe have an honest conversation about it. So very interesting message. This ended up going in a whole different spin than, I don't know, I foresaw, I guess you can say. All right, you guys, let's get you out your affirmation of the day. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We would love to have you join us over here. I post readings on a daily basis of all different shapes and sizes. Today, I will live in the present, and you can comment that down below if you'd like to affirm this. Today, I will start with a smile. I am in control of my attitude. Today, I will live in the present. I am going to go ahead and leave this reading here, though. I hope you all have an amazing day or night, and until next time, bye for now.